I will get started. So today I purposely didn't get dressed up. If you see me, I'm in like a t-shirt. I want it to be relaxing. I want you to be comfortable because we are going to do a journaling exercise, but it's going to need you to listen to the music, close your eyes, calm yourself, and more listen. So I want you to be in a comfortable space that you can have a little bit of quiet, not too many distractions, because this exercise is really going to be helpful in working towards our goals in the future. It's going to seem like a silly exercise, but I can tell you I did it a few years ago at a retreat, and I've been using this method ever since, and it's really helpful in breaking through some barriers and knowing what you're working towards. So there really isn't a slide. I can show you the one slide we have for today. It's just pretty much to tell us what we're doing here. We're just doing what is my perfect day. So we're doing a journaling exercise. It's to get you thinking about the future, thinking about what makes you happy. So it is just going to be a relaxing kind of exercise. So once you guys are comfortable, we'll get started. I'm just going to cue the music because I don't see her here. It's going to be a calming music with the ocean in the background. So as long as you guys don't have issues with that, if you need to take a second to go to the bathroom, because I know sometimes when people hear water, they have to go to the bathroom. It's just one of those things that happens. Hoping that I can play the music quiet. Can you hear the music? Just a simple yes or no would be good, just so that I know you can hear it. It's going to go along with my voice as we close our eyes and we start to take some deep breaths. So I want us to really just try and relax our body, because if you can't hear the music. Okay. Maybe I'll turn it up. Can you hear it now? That's really weird. Okay. We'll hold the music from my end. Rebecca is going to come on in a minute and we'll play the music and hopefully we can hear it then. So I'm just going to pause the recording for a second while we wait for her. So after today, tomorrow I will be doing a teaching around branding, because we had a couple of people mention that they were interested in that part of the course that we mentioned yesterday. So we'll do a full hour on branding. And then on Sunday, people said that they would like a few more prompts on journaling, on figuring out if they should actually leave their job or not. So we'll do a little more of that on Sunday, and then I will leave it up to you guys for Monday and Tuesday to see if there was any other trainings that you wanted to do. You'll also notice that our training is going off into the It's Melissa Burbridge group, because there was confusion where I went live in that group. People thought that that is where the challenge was, so I've started the challenge over in that group as well. So at the very end, if people submit some of their homework, we will do the draw for the scholarship to the course at the very end. We will also do the draw for the $25 winner for whoever completed the bingo. I just need some people to send me some stuff. So if you're watching this, just let me know when you submitted your homework, so you can either submit it privately to me on Instagram or message It's Melissa Burbridge, or you can send it to us on the link under the day that that homework was actually assigned. So Rebecca, do you mind trying to play an ocean sound in behind? We just tried and nobody could hear it. So we just
Yep.
want to make sure that people can hear it.
Yeah, just like I have journaling music, but I'll just find ocean.
I just want something calming because I'm going to walk them through a couple of exercises.
Yep.
So this is Rebecca. She is the digital media coordinator for Alize, but she also helps in the Melissa Burbridge coaching side as well.
You hear that? It's just waves, maybe.
No, I don't hear anything. I can hear that.
Okay.
You hear that, Crystal? Okay. Yeah, we can hear that. So if you want to play that, we'll get started. So I want you to close your eyes. I want you to get relaxed. I want you to start thinking about your breathing. I want you to breathe slowly in and slowly out. So it's going to feel like you're doing meditation or yoga. This is just to get us relaxed and in the zone for the actual exercise. So I just want you to take 10 simple breaths in and out, release. So now that your body is starting to relax, I want you to start thinking about what your perfect day looks like. So not your perfect day right now, not your perfect day at work. I want you to think of what your personal favorite day would look like. I want you to remember every single detail of that day so that you can write it down. And I want you to be very particular. So for an example, my perfect day would be waking up past 5 o'clock, so preferably 8 o'clock. I would be going into the kitchen, smelling the delicious coffee that was just made. The toast is there. I'm sitting on my back deck, looking at the ocean. I am having my coffee. I am having my breakfast. I am staring at the ocean and I'm just daydreaming all day of what the rest of the day is going to bring. Slowly, the rest of my family is waking up and we're all getting ready to go and go to the beach for the day. That is what my perfect day would look like if it was during the summer and on the weekend. And I want you to kind of visualize what it would be for you. Would you be doing the same thing all day? The purpose behind this exercise is to try and picture a day you want to repeat over and over and over again and have it be realistic. Don't have it that you're buying the condo next to the ocean. I am simply saying that one day I want to be living next to the ocean. I don't want you to be buying a mansion next to the ocean if that's not a realistic goal that you can actually achieve. I just want you to work towards whatever goal. So we'll let you sit with that for the next four minutes. Think about your perfect day, and then we'll write it down. And then we're going to work on the next exercise where we're going to think about our perfect work day. So I'll let Rebecca cue up the music a little bit more, and we'll let you think about your perfect day. That would probably be helpful if I unmuted myself. Um, was that helpful? Did you find it easy to think about what your perfect day would be? Um, is it easier to picture your perfect day going forward if that's something you're working towards? I just want to find out if this was a helpful exercise, because this is something new to what we will be doing in our group program. I have found it incredibly helpful for myself. Some other people find they can't actually think that far ahead. They can't plan out their day. So if that was helpful, I would love to know, because we are just implementing this in. Awesome. Good. Well, we're going to do it again, but we are going to do it towards our work. Now, doing it towards our work is going to be a little harder because we're in a position we don't necessarily care about, and we don't exactly know maybe what we want to be doing going forward. So let's not think about the job itself, but everything else around the job. So your morning routine, your evening routine, what you would be doing throughout the day. So if you are wanting your work life to be, you get up in the morning with your kids, you get them off to school, and then you go and do something for a few hours, try and just think about everything except for the exact work that you're doing. So if it is something where you want to be working in your home, then I want you to picture that. Are you breaking down your day? If it is you wanting to go out to work, I want you to picture when you would leave for work, when you would come home from work, and what you would do after that. So we're going to do the exact same exercise. We'll start again with the breathing, just because I find the breathing helps bring you back down to a level place where you can open up your mind and be expanded. So we'll start again with the deep breathing, and then I'll get Rebecca to cue the music again. Okay, so let's take 10 deep breaths in. Maybe we could have the music. I like the music when I'm breathing. Okay, so take the next 4 minutes to think about your perfect day, and then we'll work on writing everything down. All right. So I hope that was helpful. If you're willing to answer any questions, were there things that came out in those 2 little sessions of thinking about your future that surprised you? Or were they exactly what you were thinking the whole time? Like anytime you think of a positive, good day that you want to work towards? Or were there a couple of things that surprised you? Like, guys, let me know. If not, I can tell you. So by surprising, the first time I ever did it at the retreat, I had always thought that my perfect day was going to be like waking up and seeing the kids and playing with games and not going to work and doing all of this thing. But it turned out my perfect day was actually at that point was just actually sleeping in, because at that point I was still a nurse who was working 60 to 80 hours a week. And the thought of my perfect day had nothing to do with my family, had nothing to do with work. It's just, I was so exhausted that that's what I thought my perfect day was. And that surprised me a lot, because when I really think back to where I was then, I honestly was like, okay, so sleep is what I feel my perfect day is. And when I was finally getting the chance to actually do that, that is the last thing I wanted to do. So sometimes these are benchmarks that tell us more about what situation we're currently in than what we're actually working towards. So we want to know like the difference of, is it something we're working towards, or is it something that needs to change in my life? So at that point, I couldn't open my mind enough to dream about my perfect day being on the ocean with my New York mug. I don't know why I always have my New York mug in my hand whenever I'm picturing sitting by the ocean. But it's in those things that sometimes if we can't open our mind to possibilities, it's going to be harder for us to shift our mindset, and we're going to have to work that much harder to get out of a career that we're not happy with. So I like working this exercise and seeing if people find those things that surprise them, because it's also a good indicator whether you need more work up front than later, or if you're open to possibilities. Because if you're not open to possibilities, it's going to be a lot harder for you to actually disconnect yourself from a job you dislike to going into a job you like, because you're going to have to work through a lot of issues before you can even get there. So I like to do these types of exercises probably in the first couple of weeks of our program, so that we can see what type of work, or if there's extra work we're going to have to do with certain people, which is why I like having the piece, if people are comfortable sending their perfect day to me, because then it can tell me exactly what things I'm going to have to work on to work with you. So yeah, that's why we like doing that exercise. That's why I want to bring it in. That's why I like knowing if people find something incredibly surprising, because it's telling, it's in the details of whether or not you can actually picture your perfect day. Like I said, my perfect day was a day full of sleep at that point. That's not most people's perfect day. Most people's perfect day has something to do with them enjoying life. My perfect day was sleeping, because that is what my body needed and craved. So this can be very telling. So it's an easy exercise, as long as you have no distractions and as long as you don't fall asleep, because I can tell you I've done it a couple of times with the kids and they have fallen asleep. And it's kind of funny because they call it now, Mom, I can't go to sleep. Can we do your little exercise? Because I need to go to sleep. And so I don't know if it's my voice with the music that's soothing, but they tend to fall asleep during the exercise. So that's pretty much what we have for today. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to do branding. On Sunday, we're going to do more journaling prompts. So I will give you activity workbook pages, but it's probably going to be better if you have loose leaf, because I'd like you to really just be free and not hold yourself to one page, because I don't know, there's a block that comes up if you can't see that you have infinite space to write. I want you to be able to write a lot on Sunday. If people are not coming on Sunday, I understand it's the weekend. People might want to do things later. We will have the replay. It's going to be in the Facebook group. So starting tomorrow, it's going to be in the It's Melissa Burbridge Facebook group. I wanted to put it in the 5-day challenge, but since there was so much confusion on the fact that I did all of the pre-lives in the It's Melissa Burbridge page, I don't want to confuse too many people. So I'm going to keep everything in the same spot. So If you're coming on this weekend, the lives are going to be on the It's Melissa Burbridge page. We'll do the branding and then we'll do the journal prompts on Sunday. While we were meditating, I thought about Monday would be a good day to answer any questions about the group program that I mentioned yesterday, because I have been getting questions while we were sitting there. So yeah, that is it for today. Sorry, it's really dry in here. That is it for today. We've done a lot in one little week. I hope it's found value, and I hope that you continue to use these tools that we've been working on all week to work towards your future. So I hope you have a good rest of your day.